I've been driving for more than 40 years, and it's never been a problem for me driving at night. Well, at least until a few years ago. Now, I seem to be having a harder time seeing things on the road after it gets dark. I can't understand it.
Man, I just got my license. It's great. Me and my buddies all have cars. Sometimes on a Friday night, you can see us just cruising the town. Or maybe we go to a friend's house just to see what's up.
I have a full-time job that's very demanding. And 2-year-old twins who are even more demanding. So you can imagine I keep real busy. In fact, I probably have the dirtiest car on the road since I never have the time to wash it. I mean, I'm putting the kids in the van to take them to daycare even before the sun comes up. I could really use a rest.
I usually get home late from work. I need to work off some stress. You know, get some exercise. So I try to go jogging, even if it is dark. I try and stay as close to the edge of the road as I can, so I don't get hit by a car.
Just about all of us have a driver's license. And every day we depend on our cars to get us where we need to go, whether to work, to a friend's house, to the shopping mall, or to a vacation spot in another state. But since driving is an everyday activity, we can sometimes take that privilege for granted. And unfortunately, we can also take safety for granted. However, if we do that, even for a moment, the unexpected can happen. A vital traffic control device along the roadway might be overlooked, which is something that could more easily happen while driving at night. So what's being done to help improve the potential visibility of traffic control devices at night? Well, quite a bit. But a lot still depends on drivers like you and me. As far as roadway safety is concerned, it's essential that we're alert, that we keep our vehicles in good working order, and that we appreciate the differences between driving at night and driving during the day. Through experience, most of us know that it's more difficult to see the road at night. But what's being done to help improve our ability to see traffic control devices during those hours? Well, it has to do with something that's called retroreflectivity. Simply put, retroreflectivity is a phenomenon in which light rays strike a surface and are then reflected back towards the direction of the light source. To a driver, this makes traffic safety devices appear to illuminate or glow. Federal, state, and local government agencies, working together with academia and the traffic safety services industry, are dedicated to developing and maintaining a safe, efficient roadway system for both daytime and nighttime driving. That's where retroreflective technology comes in. It increases the effectiveness of a car's headlights, making road signs, pavement markings, and roadway safety devices more visible at night. So, what makes retroreflectivity possible? Well, there are two basic technologies involved. The first type uses small glass beads. These tiny round spheres aren't much larger than a grain of salt. They're applied to materials that are used in manufacturing traffic safety devices. Materials like white and yellow paints, thermoplastics, and epoxies, making them retroreflective. These same beads are used in making retroreflective sheeting that's applied to signs and roadway safety devices, as well as other items like safety vests. In essence, each glass bead works like a small directional mirror. Together with the material that's behind it, a bead turns incoming light around, reflecting it back to its source. The second basic technology that the traffic safety services industry uses is prismatic reflectors. These prismatic retroreflective materials work somewhat differently from glass beads, as they redirect the light back to the source through multiple internal reflectors. Familiar types of roadway safety devices using prismatics include reflectors that are positioned on roadside markers and barriers, as well as the raised retroreflective pavement markers that are increasingly being used on otherwise dark roadways. Prismatic retroreflective materials consist of tiny cube-corner retroreflective elements. Positioned on the face of signs and road channelizing devices, each element is a tiny corner cube that's open in the direction of the driver. When a headlight beam enters the cube, it bounces off each mirrored face of the cube corner element, ultimately reflecting light back towards the driver's eyes. It makes roadway safety devices look as if they're glowing. But no matter how efficient this technology is, it can't be effective without something else, something that's extremely important. You, the driver.
It seems like before I turned 60, I could spot things a lot easier at night. But now, whenever I'm driving after dark, it seems like I really have to work at it. I just know I need to get a lot closer to signs to see them. Years ago, I could see them from pretty far away.
As we grow older,